Two former high-ranking CYFD employees have filed a whistleblower lawsuit against the agency. They say they were fired after raising concerns over several ethical issues, including the controversial use of the department's message disappearing app. News 13's Courtney Allen sat down with that couple today. She joins us with their side of the story.
Dean Jess, Cliff, and Deborah Gilmore, who both have long careers in public relations and child advocacy, were recruited to come here last year to move the department forward. They say when they pointed to things that could be fixed, they were retaliated against.
The things that we saw happening inside the organization, and when it comes right down to it, they make things harder for kids rather than helping them.
Former CYFD employees Cliff and Deborah Gilmore described the culture at the state agency as toxic.
There's gaslighting, there's sort of passive aggression, there's moving of goalposts.
The couple was recruited here from Washington State in late 2020. Cliff was the agency's spokesman, and Deborah was hired as the agency's director of the Office of Children's Rights. They were fired in May on the same day at the same time. They say in retaliation for blowing the whistle on issues at CYFD.
I'm overall just disappointed that this was what we uprooted our lives to experience.
A lawsuit filed today alleges they were unlawfully terminated after raising ethical concerns about CYFD's use of Signal, an app used for official department communication, with many discussions set to auto-delete after 24 hours. CYFD Secretary Brian Blaylock told News 13 in April that no communications were deleted that would be subject to New Mexico's DEBRA statute. Cliff doesn't believe that.
There were entire conversations under threads about legislative strategy and work that are now gone. Deborah and I both participated in some of those conversations.
The couple says Signal was how the department did most of their communication. Cliff also says there was no training he knew of for CYFD employees to even know what kind of messages would be subject to open records law, and messages weren't reviewed by a professional before deletion.
We were told set it to 24 auto delete, because if and when we get an IPRA request, we'll have to stop deleting things and start providing those materials.
They say their concerns about transparency and public trust were dismissed.
When we brought some of those things up, the answer was to push back. The answer was to tell me in particular that I was new to the area, that I didn't really understand New Mexico, or that I didn't understand the systems.
The Gilmores say they're speaking out to shine a light on what's happening at CYFD.
We're professionally mature enough, I guess, and stable enough in our lives and families that we can take a stand on this, and we know we have colleagues who were experiencing very similar things.
They say who is hurt most are children and families of New Mexico.
The way a leader treats their subordinates becomes the way those subordinates treat the people they serve.
The Gilmore's lawsuit also states the couple questioned whether CYFD followed state laws when giving a multi-million-dollar contract to a company without putting it up for bid. Cliff was also concerned that top officials may have violated fair hiring laws after pressuring him to move a certain candidate forward in the hiring process. Back to you.
All right, Courtney, thank you. CYFD tells us tonight, quote, while CYFD appreciates the opportunity to clarify misinformation, CYFD cannot discuss personnel matters or threatened litigation.